When you allow God to lead you and guide you instead of your sentiments and instead of your familiarity and instead of, I got all of these memories. What is God doing new in your life? And Jephthah said, you know what? I got to go somewhere new. I got to see God do what I've heard he can do. So he goes to this place. Now notice this, verse 3 still. He dwells in the land of Tob, and worthless men banded together with Jephthah. And worthless men, now this is in the Bible, worthless men banded together with Jephthah and went out raiding with him. So right there, they made him their leader. Now he was with some upstanding people back in his hometown, and they all despised and rejected him. He goes to Tob. He's allowing this spiritual plasticity of God to work in his life. And then he sees all of these worthless men. The Bible calls them worthless. They were vain. They were base men. They had some issues. You know, the kind of people you see at Waffle House at 3 in the morning. I mean, it's like, you know, hey, I like Waffle House. You ever been to Waffle House 3 in the morning? Yeah. No, you should, just for the entertainment of it. Just for the entertainment value. But anyway, it's like they're just getting ready to go to bed. I'm getting ready to go to work. And it's like, wow, two worlds collide. And it's like, wow, you guys need Jesus. Woo-hoo-hoo. But anyway, these type of people, they gravitate toward Jephthah. Now, here's where we are today. Here's where most Christians are today. We want to be connected to those who are connected. We want to build our network with people who at least are up and coming instead of the down and going. We want to surround ourselves with people of affluence, wealth, prestige of any kind at all. When all the while you need to realize they're just playing you. Because they just want something from you. Because this is what's great about these kind of people with Jephthah, is that you know where they stand. And see, they ain't got nothing to lose because they ain't got nothing to begin with. So there are no facades. There are no games. There are no social charades. It's just what you see is what you get. Now, Jephthah has a call of God on his life. Now, the up-and-comers and the affluent and influential group didn't have anything to do with him. He said, no problem, I'm out of here. So he goes to a better place, but the people that gravitate toward him and around him and who make him their leader are people that have major issues in their life. The Bible even says it, right? First and foremost, you will never appreciate acceptance until you've experienced rejection. You will never, ever fully appreciate acceptance until you've experienced rejection. And when you've experienced rejection, supposedly by people of esteem, and then you get in a place in your life where you're glad that just anyone will talk to you. You're just glad anyone will hang with you. You're just glad anyone doesn't care about your past. This affinity develops within them. And you don't care about their issues because you see beyond it, because see, now you're starting to see like God sees. Because now you look at their heart. Because see, they may have some issues, be it with some substances or some sexual proclivities or different things like that, but you know that's not the real them. Because when you talk to them even one-on-one, there's something that's crying out from their heart. And you start appreciating this acceptance that you have and this inroad they've given you. And you don't become their preacher. What you become is their friend. Because people ain't looking for somebody to preach a sermon. They're just wanting someone to live it. And so Jephthah, he starts living. See, he tried to preach to the up-and-comers. He tried to preach to the outstanding, upstanding people. They didn't want to have anything to do with him. Because how could the son of a harlot tell me about God? So now these people, very likely, many of them illegitimate themselves, had all kinds of dysfunctions, all kinds of broken relationships, basically everything messed up, been in and out of rehab, been in and out of AA meeting, been through it all. Their life, seemingly on the outside, people would look at it and say it's in shambles. Jephthah sees something deeper than the external situations of their life. Jephthah now knows what it's like. He knows, now he's closer to Christ. It says of Jesus himself, he was despised and rejected of men, Isaiah 53. Why do you think Jesus eventually became a friend of publicans and sinners? That's why the religious people hated Jesus, one of the many reasons why. He's sitting there eating. He's hanging out at In-N-Out. And all the people that he took to In-N-Out, none of them are church-going people. They're publicans, tax collectors. Real interesting when you study ancient history of tax collectors, because they also added their own fee. They were diplomatic extortionists, is what they were. And I'm not going to get too graphic and detailed on it, but they would get payment one way or another. And I'll leave it at that. Okay? So Jesus is hanging out with these kind of people, and then he's hanging out with blatant sinners, that the religious people call them. And in some of those blatant sinners, there were even prostitutes there. There were people of all kind of walks of life, just all kind of messed up. The religious people hated Christ for hanging out with people like that. There is something valuable in people that you connect with who have no idea who God is, actually, or they've been burnt out on it, on the whole concept, and you begin to pour into their life. Not preach, you just live. And they see something different in you. And they realize they have a friend in you. You will find those people will go to hell and back for you long before church people will. These are the kind of people that gathered around Jephthah. He came in covenant with them. Now, here's the thing. Someone say, well, that's not happening to me. I'm not saying that you fall in this category, but typically here's why many times it doesn't happen to every Christian. Why doesn't God send me to that environment to help change those people? Because they'd change you. I'm not saying you, I'm talking to those who are going to be watching this in the weeks, days, and years to come. Because those individuals would change that person. So God can allow you to get in contact with people like that. But the strong and the malleable, God says, you know what? I want you to start hanging with them. Because they're going to be the people that will get your back, that will fight for you, that will stand with you and stay with you. And if you think you had issues in your past, wait till you get to know some of them. This is the ultimate objective where Christ wants us to be in our spiritual strength and character, is that we can get around base people and we can change them instead of them changing us. We should all have friends who are sinners. You're getting quiet on me now. We should all have friends who are sinners. Now, I just want to make it real clear. It's not, okay, so I need to be like them when I'm around them. No, don't hang out at the bars with them. Don't drink with them and all that. And, no. I know you know that, but I'm just making it clear, right? Because now you just destroyed your influence. You destroyed your witness. So, but we should all have friends. We should all have people in our life that are far from being Christians. Amen. I'm done. I'll see you next Sunday. See, that's part of the church's problem. We don't have friends who are sinners. We don't hang with people like that. And rightfully so, because if you're not strong enough, you don't need to. You need to stay away from them until you get so strong that nothing they could say or do would ever pull you back into that lifestyle. And all of God's people say amen. Do I need to repeat that one? Okay, we're clear, right? Abstain from all of them. Abstain from that absolutely until you are so strong. If it takes years or decades even, however long that takes, right? Until you are so strong, you could go in the midst of the lion's den and not even remotely be affected. These worthless men, they go out, they make Jephthah their leader, they're raiding with him. And it came to pass after a time. Oh, it always does, doesn't it? And it came to pass after a time that the people of Ammon made war against Israel. Israel, where Jephthah was from, born, raised there. And so it was when the people of Ammon made war against Israel that the elders of, it's right there. Elders of where? Tell me. Who was Jephthah's father? Gilead. Because he was very influential. Remember, he's very rich, very powerful, very respected in the city. So all of the leaders of that region of Gilead, and keep in mind, eventually becomes what we primarily call like a province of Israel, right? So the leaders of his home territory come to him. Are we getting this now? Yes, oh, this is good. We got to pick up on this next week, as you well know, but I'm just setting it up here. They said to Jephthah, so all of the elders of Gilead went to get Jephthah from the land of Tob. You give it long enough, guys. You stay faithful to God. You keep serving God. It'll always come full circle for you. It will always come around for you. God will make sure in the due process of time, where you were wronged, God will make sure you're right. Where you were rejected, God will make sure you're accepted more than ways you can even imagine.
For more information about our teaching resources, visit our website at ciclive.com.